Hello, Christian woman, Christian woman. I hope this video finds you well today. All right, I don't know why this popped into my mind, but lazy daters, lazy dater. Do not be a lazy dater. What do I mean by that? Well, probably what it sounds like. Meaning you're not putting much effort into the process of dating, into the experience of dating. I think about some of the folks I've worked with over the years that, if they wanted to go for their bachelor's degree, if they wanted to go for their master's, if they wanted to go for their PhD, or if they wanted to open a new company or change their brand, or chart new territory, go to another country to live in or another state, or plan a family, or buy a house, anything. It took planning. It took strategy. Why? Because you want to increase your probability that you get what you're aiming for. And if you want a bachelor's, whatever the area of interest in, it takes work. It takes research. It takes, if you're working with an agent or a company or a lawyer, you want to look at their background. You want to know how long have they been in business, this person that's going to be consulting with you, this college, what kind of program do they have? What is their percentage of graduates? What do they require? How am I going to fit whatever this is in my life? Where do I want to live? If it's a house, what is it going to be like living in another country as a young Hispanic woman, a Black woman, a Caucasian woman, whoever you are? You do all of that through strategy. And these are, real stories. What is it going to be like for me living as a Black woman in Japan? Do I need to learn the language? Where do I feel more accepted? This is just an example, okay? Meaning these are real life steps that people take to affect a goal. So this is why I call it, Christian dating strategy. Anybody can call this dating strategy, is that you have to have a strategy. You just can't go out there willy-nilly just meeting folks and, oh, they look good. They look good on paper. They sound good. Yeah, I'm in a relationship now with this person. And it's been about a month. And you don't know much about the person. Why not give your dating journey the same investment time? I work with a lot of smart people, mostly young people. I've got some older folks too, but a lot of smart people. And they are brilliant in their careers, in school, in other areas, in helping others. They're wonderful. But then when it comes to emotionality and romance, they throw all of that out the window. So I invite you today, if you're one of those folks that is, a lazy dater, we say this, I'm saying this with a little bit of tongue in cheek, start to do the work, whether that is recognizing what your identity is as a Christian, so you don't fall too far off the path. Looking at the person, not just about what they look like on paper today. What is this person going to be like through the ups and downs of life? What is their family like? These are topics I've discussed before, but welcome. There's new people here, and it bears repeating. I'm on different platforms. So if you're hearing this on Instagram, this is for all of you. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, okay? So you want to look at what kind of investment am I making? Am I even making an investment in myself? How am I doing mentally? How am I doing emotionally? What are my triggers? What do I need to work on physical health wise? Do I need to look at my village? Who is around me? Who's pouring into me just as much as I pour into them? Am I pouring into them? How do people experience me as their friend? How would I be experienced as someone's wife, someone's mother? What is my community like? And what is his community like? Does his village look like? Because when I've worked with married couples, married people can sometimes be isolated and lonely in their own marriages. And sometimes they don't step outside of that marriage to ask for help from a friend or a family member because they don't want to be judged. They don't want you to judge their spouse. And especially if they do, things work out much better down the road with their spouse, family members remember what you said about that spouse. And they bring it back up to you. And so married couples and couples learn to not say anything at all, and they suffer in isolation. So it's important not to just date with now in the present day in mind. You want to date with the awareness of what is this going to look like down the road? Who is this person that I want to call my person? What is our village going to look like? Who will support us in our Christian community? Okay, or otherwise, not every Christian has a Christian friend, but they do have supportive folks in their life. You want to look at this holistically, because there will come along days in life and times where times get a little tough, and you want to make sure you're not just looking at what's on paper. You want to look at core character. Very important. And I'll continue to consistently say that. Character, 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 character. And it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Okay, so that's what I wanted to stop by today and say, and I'll be back another time. Ciao.